This is how to make a ceramic bead necklace. So, for starters, you need to come to the clay station and make 6 beads. So I'm going to show you how to do that. First, right here is our clay box. You're going to open it up on the sides. And inside, what you're going to see is a clay bag. Notice how it's kind of turned over and not open. That's how we want to keep our clay bag when we're not using the clay. Because this clay is a ceramic clay and it dries out very easily. So I grabbed some clay and I'm going to roll the bag back up. If other people are using it, you can leave it like this, but if no one's using it, put that cap back on. Now I want to make some beads. So I'm just going to kind of pinch off a little bit of my clay. And I'm going to begin by rolling it. You don't want to have your bead too big because that's kind of uncomfortable to wear. Notice how I roll between my hands. Look, now I have a sphere. That's actually pretty big. I think I'm going to take some of that off. And roll it again. In fact, most of the shapes that I make in clay, I start with that sphere. This time, I'm going to make a rectangular prism, or otherwise known as a square, when it's flat and you're drawing it. So I just take my pinchers like this, and I just give it a light whoops. Let's try this. It's a little dry for me here today. So, to make that sphere or rectangular prism, I'm just going to pinch a little bit on the top and the bottom. Take my other pinchers in the sides. I turn it. Pinch again on the sides. Top and bottom. And look at that. A rectangular prism. Oh, I think now I'm going to make a cylinder. So again, I start with a sphere. Then I'm on the table. I'm going to roll that out a little bit. Then I'm just going to do tappa, 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 tappa. Now, once you have made 6 beads, clay beads, you can repeat shapes. That one's getting a little small, I think. Then I'm going to use a magic tool. Let's find out where to find it. This tool is right here. Look at this container. It says make 6. And here's our little magic tool right here. It stays right here. I'm going to use this tool to put some holes in the beads. So, and I carefully want to push that tool all the way through. Oh, no, look at this. Do you see a little bit of here? Let me take that off. I call those a clay booger. Nobody likes boogers. And now I pull it out and it's nice and smooth. I always want to make sure that you can actually see through that bead, that hole. And I'm going to do that for the rest of my beads. Try and get it right in the center. Sometimes even just smoothing it down a little bit with your finger. This one is going to be fun. All the way through. There we go. Again, smooth around that opening there. Once you have holes in all 6, we're going to take our bead shapes and we're going to put them in this container to dry. So you can see I'm going to add my beads. Mine are a little bit darker because overnight these start to dry. And when they get dry, when they dry out, they get to be a really light gray color. So once you've made your 6 beads, you can choose up to 6 of these beads. Then choose 3 of these beads. These beads are beads someone else made for you. So you've made some for someone else in the future. Someone made them already for you. Once you've chosen 3, again, make sure that you can see through that hole. Can I see through it? Yep. Oh, it's a little squished. If it's a little squished, it might be okay. You want to make sure that you can really see through. Then you're going to use tempera cakes. Remember, those are the ones where you need water to wake them up. And you're going to paint your 3 beads. Once you've painted your 3 beads, you can put everything together on one of these. This is just a little bit of tipped yarn, they say. So you just pull one out at a time. Then, get my little camera holder here. Then you can string them together. So now be careful though, because I want to do this on my table, because then when I go to add my beads themselves, they won't fall off. I'm going to think, when I put my beads together, I've chosen 4 little, they're called pony beads. And I want to think, maybe do I want to make a pattern? Kind of thinking like this. And maybe my pony beads I want to put out here. You really think about what you want your necklace to look like. That's kind of cool. So it'll be like that. Or do I want to have this in between like that? Oh, that's kind of fun too. I think I'm going to do that. So I just take my beads one at a time, string it on. It's really nice having that pattern kind of laid out because it makes stringing much more simple. So I already know what I want it to look like. And once you're done stringing, be careful to pick up both ends of the yarn so they don't fall off. And I will tie it for you. So now my necklace should look like this. Have fun.